The message from the stars. The signal arrived at 0300 hours GMT, punching through every satellite, every radio tower, every screen on Earth simultaneously. There was no warning. There was no preamble. Just a voice, cold, layered, and impossibly ancient, speaking in flawless English, Mandarin, Arabic, Spanish, and 40 other languages at once. People of Earth, the Galactic Council has observed your species for 11,000 years. You have proven yourselves violent, irrational, and contagious. You have poisoned your world. You spread conflict like a plague. Effective in 30 of your days, Earth will be placed under Protocol 9, full planetary quarantine. Resistance is categorically futile. Comply, and your species will survive. Refuse, and the Council will sterilize the infection at its source. Then silence. In the United Nations Emergency Chamber in Geneva, Secretary-General Marcus Holt sat perfectly still. Around him, ambassadors wept, shouted, or stared at the ceiling in disbelief. Someone knocked over a glass of water. Nobody moved to clean it up. Marcus pressed both palms flat against the table and breathed. 30 days. The war room. By dawn, every world leader was patched into a single encrypted call. Arguments erupted immediately. Surrender, negotiate, hide, pray. The President of the United States demanded a military response. The German Chancellor called that suicidal. The Indian Prime Minister quietly pointed out that they didn't even know where to aim. It was Dr. Yevgenia Sorokina, Russia's leading astrophysicist, who cut through the chaos. "We've been tracking the signal's origin," she said, her voice flat and precise. "There is a vessel, singular, positioned at the L2 Lagrange point, roughly 1.5 million kilometers behind the moon. It's large, but it is one ship." The room went quiet. "They sent one ship," Marcus said slowly. "To deliver a threat," Yevgenia confirmed. "Not an armada. One ship. That is either supreme confidence or a bluff designed to look like it." Marcus looked around the room at the faces of frightened, fractured humanity and felt something harden in his chest. Not rage. Not fear. Something older. Something that had carried his species across ice ages and oceans and centuries of impossible odds. Stubbornness. The vote. It took 18 days. 18 days of argument, of satellite feeds showing the alien vessel hanging silently behind the moon like a dark moon of its own, before the United Nations Emergency Assembly reached a vote. The resolution on the floor was simple. Brutal. Unprecedented. Earth formally rejects the authority of the Galactic Council over sovereign human civilization and considers Protocol 9 an act of war. Marcus read it aloud to the chamber. His voice did not shake. The vote was 181 nations in favor. 9 abstentions. 0 against. He signed it with a pen his daughter had given him for his birthday. She was 11. He thought about her face as the ink dried. The reply? The response broadcast went out on every frequency Earth could generate. Radio, laser, gravitational pulse. Everything Yevgenia's team had reverse-engineered from the Council's own signal in 18 sleepless days. Marcus stood before the camera alone. No podium. No flag. Just a man in a gray suit, speaking for 8 billion people. "To the Galactic Council. We received your message. We have considered it carefully, and we have a reply." He paused. "We are violent." "You're not wrong. We've spent centuries tearing each other apart over soil and gods, and the color of our flags. We are irrational. We build things and burn them down and build them again. We are, by almost any measure, a mess." His jaw tightened. "But we are ours. This planet is ours. Our wars, our failures, our future, ours. You do not get to decide when humanity ends. No council, no civilization, no voice from the dark gets that authority over us." He looked directly into the camera. "You gave us 30 days. We used 18 of them to unite, something you clearly did not expect. Use the remaining 12 to reconsider your position. Because if that ship moves 1 kilometer closer to Earth, we will meet it. We have nothing that can destroy you. We know that. But we will make the attempt, and we will not stop making it." He let the silence breathe for a moment. "This is Earth's declaration of war, and our sincere invitation to peace. The choice is yours." The broadcast ended. The long wait. On day 30, the alien vessel moved away. No message. No explanation. Just a silent, unhurried turn, and then acceleration out past Mars, past Jupiter, shrinking to a point of light among 10,000 others until it was simply gone. Yevgenia stood at her observatory window and exhaled for what felt like the first time in a month. Her assistant leaned in the doorway. "What do you think that means?" She considered it for a long moment. "I think," she said finally, "that we surprised them." She turned back to the stars, still vast, still indifferent, still absolutely full of the unknown. "And I think they'll be back." She almost smiled. "We'd better be ready."